Juan Ayuso's road to La Vuelta, confidence boost and teamwork. A thrilling comeback. Juan Ayuso sets his sights on La Vuelta with renewed confidence. In a stunning display of resilience, Juan Ayuso secured a confidence-boosting second-place finish at the 80th Circuito de Getxo Memorial Hermanos Ochoa, hot on the heels of his UAE Team Emirates XRG teammate Isaac del Toro. This impressive result comes just in time, as Ayuso gears up for the highly anticipated Vuelta a España. But here's where it gets interesting. Can he maintain this momentum and make a lasting impact on the competition? Ayuso played a pivotal role in shaping the finale on the notoriously steep Pike climb, where he and Del Toro launched their decisive attack. This strong rebound is all the more remarkable considering his tough day at the Clásica San Sebastián just 24 hours prior, where he struggled to find his rhythm after being dropped early. Despite narrowly missing the top spot, Ayuso looked visibly relieved to be back in the mix. In a post-race interview with Eurosport, Ayuso expressed his satisfaction with the outcome, saying, "I'm happy to have been able to help the team and kick off the race on the Pike, a very tough 2-kilometer section with gradients of up to 20%. He also praised his teammate, adding, "And I'm happy to finish second behind Isaac." This display of camaraderie is a welcome sight, especially given the ups and downs the duo has faced this summer. Originally slated to take center stage at the Giro d'Italia in May, Ayuso's plans were derailed by a string of crashes and a painful bee sting to the eye, forcing him to withdraw in the third week. Since then, he's been diligently rebuilding toward a new goal, leading his home Grand Tour. With Tadej Pogacar sitting out the Vuelta, Ayuso now shares leadership duties with Joao Almeida at UAE. As he looks ahead to the Vuelta, Ayuso is focused on making a strong comeback. "Now we have the Vuelta, to be able to return after a rather long break following the crash at the Giro and so on," he said. After a stop-start season, Ayuso is simply grateful to be back on track. He wrapped up his weekend on a positive note, saying he was happy to have a good feeling, and made it clear that his sights are firmly set on the Vuelta. Make it to the Vuelta in good shape. But here's the million-dollar question. Can Ayuso translate this renewed confidence into a winning performance at the Vuelta? Will he be able to overcome the setbacks of his past and rise to the challenge? Share your thoughts. Do you think Ayuso has what it takes to make a lasting impact on the competition? Isaac del Toro solo win. Circuito de Getxo 2025 breakthrough season continues. In a stunning solo victory, Isaac del Toro of UAE Team Emirates XRG claimed the top spot at Circuito de Getxo 2025 this Sunday, further cementing his breakthrough season. Del Toro has been a force to be reckoned with, making waves at prestigious races like the Giro d'Italia, the Tour of Austria, and Milano-Torino. The race began with a flurry of attacks as riders jostled to form a breakaway. After Mohamed Noor Ayman Mahadzarif's brief solo effort, a group of 10 riders, including Gary Ugarte, Antonio Jesus Soto, Daniel Cavia, Joan Albert Riera, Rory Townsend, Sam Maisonneuve, Kier Latour, Samuele Soccarato, Con McDunphy, and Adam Lewis, established the decisive escape 163 kilometers from the finish. Their lead quickly grew to over 2 minutes. UAE Team Emirates, motivated after a narrow defeat at the Clásica San Sebastián, took control of the peloton's chase. They kept the breakaway in sight, gradually reeling them back in. The break briefly extended to nearly 3 minutes when UAE eased off 125 kilometers from the end. But as the race entered its crucial phase, Domen Novak led the chase, cutting into the escapees' lead. The first climb of Alto Pike proved decisive, reducing the lead group to 5 riders: Soto, Cavia, Maisonneuve, Latour, and Soccarato, though Townsend and Lewis later rejoined. As the race approached the 50-kilometer mark, the peloton closed to within just over a minute of the leaders. By 43 kilometers to go, a counterattack that included Orluis Allar and Quinn Simmons joined the lead group. Allar and Simmons soon dropped the rest of the break, but with 17 kilometers remaining, the peloton swallowed them up. In the final ascent of Alto Pike, Del Toro launched a massive attack, gaining a 10-second lead by the top. By 10 kilometers to go, he was 20 seconds ahead of a chasing quartet that included his teammate Juan Ayuso, Cofidis's Alex Aranburu, and Little Trek duo Tom Skujins and Hector Alvarez. The chase ultimately fought for second place as Del Toro held on for a thrilling solo win. But here's where it gets controversial. Was UAE Team Emirates' control of the peloton's chase a strategic move to ensure Del Toro's victory? And this is the part most people miss: the significance of the Alto Pike climb in determining the race's outcome. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Isaac del Toro reacts to 6th win in 9 days at Circuito de Getxo 2025. Sometimes, in the world of competitive cycling, extraordinary streaks challenge our expectations of what's considered normal. And this year, Isaac del Toro's performances have certainly done just that. But here's where it gets controversial. His latest victory at the 2025 Circuito de Getxo marks his 6th win in just 9 race days. An accomplishment so remarkable that it demands a closer look. This isn't typical month-to-month success. It's a sign of a rider riding at the top of his game, and perhaps redefining what consistency looks like in professional cycling. Recently, Isaac del Toro, a talented 21-year-old cyclist from Mexico riding for UAE Team Emirates XRG, added another impressive chapter to his growing career with an emphatic win that cements his reputation as one of the sport's brightest emerging stars. With this latest victory, his professional tally now stands at 11 wins, a number that speaks volumes about his potential and relentless pursuit of excellence. His streak of success kicked off spectacularly after a second-place finish overall at this year's Giro d'Italia, demonstrating that his recent form is no coincidence, but perhaps a sign of a promising future. His victory at Getxo, coupled with previous triumphs such as winning 3 stages and the overall classification at the Tour of Austria, winning the Clásica Terres de l'Ebre, finishing second at the Clásica de Ordizia, and placing 5th at the Clásica San Sebastián, all within a mere 2-week span, illustrates a level of performance that few in the sport can match. Post-race, Del Toro gave insight into his approach. "We maintained a high tempo throughout the day to make the final moments more manageable, even though the course was uphill almost from start to finish. The team executed a smart race, always trying to anticipate the moves of other squads. Still, everyone recognized the threat we posed, and there was a lot of aggressive racing around us. I admit I was a bit nervous, especially trying to hit that final ramp hard alongside Juan Ayuso to do as much damage as possible. He finished ahead of teammate Juan Ayuso, rounding out a powerful 1-2 for UAE Team Emirates XRG, a result that not only highlights his individual brilliance, but also the strength of his team. Del Toro's recent form isn't just luck or fleeting success. It's a sign of a rider in top shape and eager to prove himself on the international stage. When asked about his current racing condition, Del Toro responded with tempered optimism. "I'd love to say everything is perfect, but in this sport, anything can change in an instant. Honestly, what I'm experiencing this year isn't the norm. I want to savor it instead of overthinking. I feel supported by my team, grateful for the encouragement from fans, and genuinely happy with how I prefer to stay grounded, enjoy every moment, and not set unrealistic expectations, keeping my focus on staying present and enjoying the ride." He also expressed a heartfelt appreciation for racing in Spain, especially in the challenging and passionate Basque Country. "Racing here is always incredible. I don't really know how to explain it, but there's something truly special about being on these roads. The atmosphere, the fans, the landscape, it all makes every race here a unique experience." And this is the part most people miss. While Del Toro might appear to be riding a wave of success, questions remain. Is this streak sustainable? Could this be the beginning of a new dominant force in cycling? Or will the pressure and expectations grow too large? His response so far suggests he's focused on the present, but in a sport where fortunes can turn overnight, many will be watching closely. What do you think? Is Isaac del Toro poised for a major breakthrough, or is this just the start of a fleeting run of luck?